What's up, guys? Welcome to Overpowered Mind. In this video, I'm going to tell you what I learned from 6 months with no alcohol, not a drip, not a sip, not a lick, not anything. I didn't do anything with alcohol for 6 months. So what happened? We're going to get into it in this video right now. So a little backstory. I started drinking alcohol when I was 13. Nobody knew. I was totally under the radar, as you do as a young little jabroni like myself. I kind of got this normalized as a young kid. I started doing this in middle school and in high school. In my 20s, I ended up really not having an issue with alcohol at all. It was really completely removed from it. It was really pretty healthy. And then I started getting really stressed at work. Really long days. It really was week after week after week. And I started to have this issue where I was like, man, I'm getting off of work and I'm just going, having a couple drinks, 3 drinks, 4 drinks, 5 drinks in a night. I'm waking up some days like, man, I'm groggy. I'm like a little hungover. Like, this isn't that great. And I'm like, man, this isn't me. What am I doing? This isn't what I want to be doing with my life. And I talked to my friend and he was saying, you know, look, I'm in this place right now. I want to quit things. I want to break habits. I'm like, me too, man. Me too. Let's do this. So we put down money on not drinking. We said, look, I will give you $1,000. $1,000 if I take a sip, if I drink anything at all over the next 6 months. What if you take a sip? It would be bad. So now what we did was basically created enough leverage on ourselves to not even want to make the decision. You just feel good. You're like, man, I just feel refreshed. I feel good. If you pair that with a good diet, with good sleep, with the 2 videos that I made, check those out, and you pair it with no caffeine, right? All that stuff, you just start feeling good. It's just a good thing. You're like, wow, I never knew that I could feel this good. You feel as good as you felt when you drank, but now that's just your baseline. You just feel good. It was insane. I loved it. You don't drink alcohol with Whole30 when you're on the paleo diet because it creates inflammation throughout your body. It slows you down. It's a noticeable difference. And so I noticed my mornings were better. I noticed in general my mood was better. And I was doing this with my buddy. So we were both having this epiphany together. We're like, man, I feel great. I don't know why I'd never done this before. Like, people who don't drink are really onto something here. We decided, like, look, a couple of drinks was fine. When you drink more than that, it starts to weigh on you. The next day you suffer. But if you're just over the course of a few hours, you have a couple drinks and you're at a social event, that's really not a bad thing. It really wasn't so bad. It's just when you're not doing it in moderation, when you're going heavier, and ultimately you're looking for that escape. Yeah, this is about alcohol, but this could be happening in any area of your life. If you're just abusing something, if you can't do it in moderation. Let's look at the root cause. Where's that coming from? Well, if you're not satisfied with your life, you're probably not progressing. You're not moving towards something. So you have to be moving towards something that activates your dopamine, right? And what most people have is they have this dopamine receptors that are shot. They can't do anything. They don't know what to do. Video games will do that because it gives you these rewards. You level up. You do this. It's throwing all these things on the screen, and you're like, wow, this is, I'm getting so much progress. And then you go back to the real world, and you're like, oh, boring. There's no indicators. There's no reward systems. It's just a slow slog. And so you don't get the dopamine that you would normally get from just reading a book and progressing, like getting more knowledge. I really recommend trying this. And I also want to hear about your experience afterwards. So we had a lot of success with the caffeine video. We got like 300 comments. People are letting me know their experience, what went well, what didn't go well, and the challenges. And really, there's some great success stories in there. If you haven't checked it out, go there for some inspiration. Quite honestly, people are really changing. I highly recommend checking that out. And I want to hear your comments. I want to hear your success stories in this one. I want to see where this took you. How was it? How did it work out? What did you experience? Did you have a similar experience to me, or not? Let me know either way. I want to hear about it. And give me a thumbs up for the algorithm if you don't mind. If you have a minute, please throw a little thumbs up in there. I know. Nobody likes thumbing up a video unless you're like, dude, this was sick. But if you thought it was sick, thumb it up. And that helps me a lot. Helps get this message out to everybody so that we can hopefully help people out if they have an issue with alcohol. Let's see what we can do. Really enjoyed sitting here talking to the camera to you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Subscribe for more content, and we're gonna get some really good videos coming up. I'm getting real serious. We're gonna dial it in. It's gonna be awesome. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.